the Atletico Madrid players cross the line in terms of what's acceptable?
Nothing to say.
Jack.
Pep, how proud are you of your players for the composure they showed late on in the game tonight? Because there was a lot going on.
They push us a lot. They were excellent in the second half. We forgot to play, and we were in a big trouble. They had the chances to score. The second half we had just one for the action from Rahim with Gundo. The first half was pretty good, except the first 5-10 minutes that they knew they came up aggressively. We had one or two clear chances, but the second half, 180 minutes, the second half for the second leg, they were much better. But in the same times, we defend with everything, and Fernandinho was excellent. He gave us an incredible boost in that moment, and Nathan as well. So we have to adapt, because when a team played like Atletico Madrid the second half and we could not have the ball and our build-up was a little bit without intention, just to I pass you the ball to you, you pass the ball to the other one, without really play, because it's 1-0, it's the Champions League. We are not used to play this competition much. It's the third time in our history just to win semi-final. So, we felt a little bit the pressure, and Atletico Madrid was brilliant in the second half. So, but we are in semi-finals, and for our club, it's an incredible achievement.
Right. Could Phil Foden, did he have a cut on his head, and did he feel that was a red card offence in the first half?
No, don't talk about referees and the opponents neither.
Could I ask, when you went down the tunnel, was that beer you had thrown on you?
I don't talk about referees. The action was, everyone saw the action, and that's all. So, nothing to say.
Behind you, please. Lady in the white coat. Come to you in a sec, Rob. Lady in the white coat.
Hola, Pep. ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches, Cristina García.
Hi, Pep. Atletico has been criticised a lot for losing, wasting time, for being very defensive, but we've seen an unlikely City. I don't know if you think that tables were turned by Atletico Madrid. Who criticised Atletico Madrid? No, I mean you said that since prehistory, if you play 5-5, it's very difficult to attack. No, don't get me wrong. What I said is, when you defend really well today and in the past, it's very difficult to create chances. That's the only thing I said. Do you think it was more difficult today? Of course, I didn't expect anything else. You know, I said in the pre-match press conference, I expected a completely different match, and we talked about it at half time. Get ready for the worst. You know, we played Liverpool a few days ago, then the trip and everything coming over here, and they just were all over us in the second half. Maybe it could have been, if we hadn't played the way we played in the first leg, we wouldn't be sitting here saying that we got through, but here we are.
Performance in the second half, but you must be very impressed with the mental strength of your players to be able to come through an evening like that.
But absolutely, we defend everything, but they had the chance of what would happen if they score in the last action. The mental strength will not be there. Of course, we'll be there. So they gave everything. We know this competition and this stadium with people always is difficult, really one. So that's why it's a big compliment for the players. So because we have to live these kind of situations, we have to live. We cannot expect that every time, especially in Champions League with the champion from Spain, we are going to make everything marvelous. So you have to suffer. But in part we suffer because we forgot to play, but in part because the opponent was really, really, really good. And when this happened, You try to take the ball, but you are not able. And with the people and the chances they had, so they had the options to score a goal.
Just down the front.
Sorry. Pep, what do you think of John Stones' performance today? Was that one of the best performances? John Stones?
John was brilliant. Yeah, definitely. And I'm as well. Everyone. So a lot of games in our legs, and the travel from after Liverpool game was so demanding, and we drop. In the second half, we drop our intention and but we were silent and we were there, and at the end we were lucky enough to go through. But again, it's 2 games, and in general, in both games, we deserve to go through.
Por aquí,
When a team like City, so overly recognised for their offensive football and Diogo Bonito, good football, and they have to revert back to this other football, if you like, in order to survive for these last few minutes, it would be a good chance for you to value this other football, rather than talk down about it like you've done so many times. Don't ask me. I don't really disrespect that. No, well, a team that plays good football like yours can revert to that sort of football and defensive football. No, we couldn't do anything else because Atletico Madrid were absolutely brilliant. I didn't like to be so defensive in the second half, but that's the only thing we could do. Doing it, playing it here at the Wanda, like I saw that as a player at the Calderon. Nobody can stop this team when this happens. I was the one that spoke about styles and everything. The only thing I said what I said is whenever a team defends really well and they're really tight at the back, it's really difficult to attack against them. It happened in the past and it happens today. So it's the same thing as the people who wanted to attack at the Etihad. Maybe they couldn't do it because we were attacking. But there's a lot of credit to them. They're the champions of Spain. They play their own way. They believe in what they do, etc. Would that be exactly the same as the match in England? Absolutely not. I knew it was going to be different. We saw it in the first few minutes. We didn't win. Our legs were not fresh enough, and they were really much better in the second half. And this is what happens. It was you who said that the Cholo Simeone cycle maybe was over 3 or 4 months ago. You were saying that, when they couldn't win, it was you who was saying, criticizing Cholo, etc. Don't ask me. I always respected this institution and this team. The nerve. I wouldn't dare to criticize the way they play. We tried to attack, but it's difficult because they are so good at defending. That happened in the past, it happened today, and it will happen in the future. When a team knows how to defend like no other team in the world, it's really, really tricky. Did you think that we were going to beat them 4-0 at the Etihad? No, 1-0 and 0-0. They could have gone through. It could have happened. This is football. It's football. There's nothing to it. Nothing else to it.
I know you said you don't want to comment on what happened at the end, but can I ask why that is? Because it did seem pretty clear.
No, I don't have anything to say about that.
But it did seem your team weren't the aggressors.
No, I don't want to add anything. No. Dinner today, come back to England to prepare the FA Cup semi-final.
Take one more in the middle here and then we're done.
Buenas noches, Pep.
Good evening, Pep. Congratulations for going through to the semi-finals. Analysing the long term, what do you think that your Manchester City has to improve in order to beat, to win the semi-finals and hypothetical final? Well, if we played like we did in the second half, we have no chance. But if we play the way we played in the first leg and in the first half, we can compete. But we will be playing Real Madrid, who is the king of this competition, and they will go through moments of suffering, of course. Thank you so much.